Good morning, boys and girls. Today you're going to be learning how to get into PearsonSuccessNet.com, as well as a refresher on how to get to Front Row. To begin with, you need to go up to the address bar once you are logged into Google and type in PearsonSuccessNet.com. If you are not sure how to spell this, it will be on your contract. So press Enter or Return. At the login screen, go to the login button, click it. Then you need to log in with your Grand Rapids Public Schools username. Remember to type in HLE dot before you type in your username. Your password should be the same. Press sign in. Once you are here, there are many things for you to notice. First of all, it will tell your name. So it'll, hello, Kathy, that's my name. You will see up in the corner the name of our school. You will see a logout, and you can also see that parents, if given the information, can check your work as well. Down further, you will see the books that we have available to you. You will see the reading street and your grade level, grade 4. If there are any messages, I will have the messages here. But in order to find your assignments, you need to go to the to-do tab. Excuse me. Then this will give you all the lessons that are available to you. Most of these are just videos. But what we are going to be doing today is we are going to go to Unit 1, Week 4 of the Horned-Toad Prince, Day 1. So click on that. All right, once you are here, there are a couple tabs up here. There's the Get Ready to Read, and so then it will show you a concept talk video. There may be more than one concept that you can look at, but right now there's only one. You would just go down and click on the Start button. Gives you directions, and then all you need to do is press play.
What can we discover in the landscape of the Southwest?
Now, you can just pause it, and if you would like to make a note, all you need to do is go to the journal and write a response. What can you discover in the landscape of the Southwest? So you could type a response. In the landscape of the Southwest, I will find a very dry and arid land. And then you could tell me more. The other tab is the Read and Comprehend. And again, there may be more than one phrase up here. What this is telling us is what we're focusing on this week, which is author's purpose. So you click Start, and then it will give you a video. And again, you press play.
The author's purpose is the reason an author has for writing.
And then you can just pause when you are finished, and then go back. And when you are done, just press the either save and close, or you can just click on the red X, and then this will take us back here. Now, if I go home, there's another place that you can go, and that is to your book. If you want to read your book or have the book read to you, select your book. Then we are currently in Volume 1, and that will tell you on the front of your Reading Street Anthology. Over here, it will give you the table of contents. We are in Unit 1. And if you look, you can scroll up and down to read this, but boy, that can be a challenge. So I'm going to minimize or make it smaller. Or I can go here and have it 2 pages. Here will give me the table of contents. If you do know the page number, you can go ahead and type in that page number and press Enter. Here is the selection we're going to be reading this week, The Horned-Toad Prince. In this upper corner, you will see a hippopotamus. If you switch to that and press the Start button, it will read the text
Genre.
to you.
Trickster tales tell about animals who outsmart bigger and stronger creatures. As you read, Compare and contrast the exploits and adventures of the toad in this classical tale with the fox in the traditional tale, The Fox and the Grapes. The Horned Toad Prince by Jackie Mims Hopkins, illustrated by Michael Austin. Question of the week. What can we discover in the landscape of the Southwest?
Once the page is done, you press the arrow and then it will take you to the next page. Simply click on the start button to have it begin reading.
Reba Jo loved to twang her guitar and sing while the prairie wind whistled through the thirsty sagebrush.
Okay, when you are finished, all you need to do is go up and select the X and you're back to the home page. When you are finished, log out and then we'll show you front row. It's important that you log out because you don't want anyone else to do the work that is assigned to you. Once you have gotten to frontrowed.com, you go to the student sign-in. You put your first name and your last name, and then the class code is KANU-J, and then continue. Once you are here, you will see if there are assignments, it will have a little red circle. You can see you could do math or ELA. We're going to be focusing on ELA during our reading time. Then these are the options that you have available. We could do word study, which is telling me I need to do prefixes and suffixes, specifically the suffix of Y, LY, or ILY. So now they're going to help me by reviewing. So the question says, fill in the blank. To be blank, you must work hard. Now, if I can't read that, I could have it read it to me.
Fill in the blank. To be blank, you must work hard.
Okay, so looking at my choices, I think thoughtless for sure is not a choice. Thankful, I could be thankful that I'm working hard, and I could be fair, but I think the one that makes the most sense is successful. Now it's asking me to sort words together if they have the same suffix. So I have sleeplessness. Now if you notice, it has less and it has ness. So I need to put that over to the combo. Meaningful, successful, brightness, thoughtless, comfortless, hopeful, heartless, and then select the arrow. Now they also will give you some mini lessons. So all you need to do is listen.
The suffix Y turns a noun into an adjective, like the word sunny. The suffix ly turns an adjective into an adverb, like the word quickly. The suffix ILY also turns an adjective into an adverb, like the word angrily. Move each word to the correct box. Which suffix is at the end of each word?
So I have stormy, clearly, and a luckily. So now, because I've done well, it's going to allow me to do more practice. Now, if I'm finished, I could go ahead and select the home key. My results won't be saved if I go, so I can stay, but I do need to move on, so I'm going to click exit. So if I had done some word study, I can do skills practice. And skills practice is if you're trying to learn a certain skill. This week we're doing author's purpose. This is not one of the choices. However, point of view might be an interesting way, and it tells me why the author wrote a text. So now I'm going to be able to practice. So it will say watercolors make the best paintings. Watercolors are softer and lighter than other art forms. Many great artists have used watercolors. They are cleaner than any other types of paint. Oil is one type of messy paint, but watercolors are not as messy. They also make the prettiest paintings. So why did the author write this text? Well, there's 4 choices to talk about different watercolor artists. So if I look here, it really didn't. It mentioned that artists use watercolors, but it doesn't tell me about many different watercolor artists. So that's not one I'm going to choose. To sell a watercolor painting, this has nothing to do with selling them. So that's definitely not a choice. To say why they think watercolors are the best paint, well, they do tell me they also make the prettiest paintings. Watercolors are not messy. They're cleaner, and many artists have used them. So that's probably a good choice, but let me look at the last choice. To say why they like messy paints. I don't get the idea that they like messy paints. So I'm going to go with this one, to say why they think watercolors are the best paint. And then submit it. I'm going to continue. Here we have another text. The light bulb was invented in 1879 by Thomas Edison. He invented many things, but the light bulb is his greatest invention. We use light bulbs every day. We use light bulbs in our classrooms and homes. Hospitals also rely on light bulbs as doctors do surgery. What would we do without light bulbs? So why did the author write this? The author is Thomas Edison. That doesn't tell me why they wrote it, so that's not a choice. To say why light bulbs are important, true, that could be a choice. To invent a new light bulb. I don't think they want me to invent a new light bulb. And to tell the history of 1879. It's not about the whole year of 1879, so I would say it's probably this one. But let's say I make the wrong choice. Submit it. It's going to ask me to try again. So then I go reread it, see if I can find it. I think it's this one. Submit it. All right, then you can continue. So we are done looking at these tasks. The other task that you can have is your article library. In here, you can choose all types of articles, anything you are interested in, and then you can read about it. So if I'm interested in Harriet Tubman, I can go ahead and read the article. It's going to begin with some vocabulary. So then I can go ahead and do that. So this gives you an idea of what you're going to be using when you use Front Row. The other topic we haven't talked about is math. And on math today and this week, we're going to be working on fractions. You see, I need to complete my pretest, but most of you will have some assignments. So go ahead and log out. And then that is how we get to SuccessNet and to Front Row. I hope you find success in managing these 2 sites. Have a great day.